afternoon, good evening. You're listening to the Right Brain Podcast with me, Dino Gabriel. Hello! Welcome to the Right Brain Podcast, the podcast where we try to look at life in a different, new, and creative perspective. I am your host, Dino Gabriel. First off, I'd just like to say hello to all my listeners on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Anchor. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Monday to all of you. And if your Monday is sucking, it's okay. There's always tomorrow. So, for today's episode, I'd just like to talk about taking the risk. Or what I'm going to title this episode, Take the Damn Risk. See, a little background about me. I am a third year film student, and I'm going to be talking about my journey of getting into film school and the risk I had to take to get into film school. My love for filmmaking started in April 2017 when me and my friends were forced to join this film festival. The reason why we were forced to join the film festival was because our school wanted someone to represent them, and since we were all good at making videos, be it stupid ones, they told us to make a full-on short film for this film festival representing our school. See, an important detail that they left out telling us was that the deadline was fast approaching. They only told us once we said yes to joining the film fest, and it turns out we only had a month or less to make the whole entire short film. From making the story to rendering it. We had like a month, not even of a month, I think even just half a month. I remember that we had to get all that together within 3 weeks. So we were thinking to ourselves, yeah, we're just gonna be humiliated if we go through with this. But we went through with it, and to our surprise, we managed to make the short film titled Team Player. And at the film festival, we were nominated for all the awards, but we didn't win any of them. And the reason for this was because the people we were going up against were aspiring filmmakers, people who wanted to do this, people who had experience and strived to become better filmmakers in the industry. But it was nice that we were nominated for a lot of the awards, getting recognized even with our age being like 16, 17 at the time, and we were going up against like young adults, college students. It felt nice. And this is where my love for filmmaking started. The reason why I fell in love with filmmaking is because we had a story. We came up with a story to tell, and we worked together as a team to do it. We knew our roles, and we supported each other as much as we can. And that's one of the favorite aspects of filmmaking that really invited me or really got me into the whole idea of going to film school. And by the end of my grade 10, going into my grade 11, I asked my family if I could go to film school. And I wasn't surprised when they said no. It's understandable, my family is business oriented, and since they were the ones paying for my tuition, I would understand why they would want me to take a business oriented course like marketing, business management, anything related to that. So what did I do? I took the risk and I applied to film school behind their backs. See, the way I did it was the school only really needed my recommendations from my teachers, guidance counselors, that stuff, plus my report card for grade 10. I didn't know why they didn't need my grade 11 or grade 12 report card, but I didn't fight it. And when I needed my mom to sign the admission form, I just covered up the school's name, and she signed it anyway. I told her I was applying for a different school, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I applied to this film school, and I was accepted my second semester of grade 11. So when I got my acceptance letter, I showed it to my mom, showed it to my family. I told them, hey, I got accepted to film school, and here's the acceptance letter. At first they were happy because, it's college, and academics is something that's very important to my family. But the happiness slowly faded away because it was film school. It wasn't any of the big four schools in the Philippines, or it wasn't a business oriented school. So when I saw that, it hurt me because film is something I wanted to do, and without the support of my family, it hurt. So what did I do? I made a film all on my own. I made the story, I shot it, and I rendered it. I edited it. I did everything for that film. The reason why I made this film was because if I'm not going to film school, fine, so be it. I still want to make films because I have stories to tell, and I don't need film school to do it. So I shot the film all on my own, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and then my brother convinced me to upload it to Facebook. Because Facebook is the social media that my family heavily uses, so he told me to do that, which I did. Other than the short film that I made, I also would do edits for my Instagram stories. Like a good amount of effort, like borderline pretentious. And I was actually having a lot of fun. So I was telling myself, I don't need film school to do this. I love this. It's fun. I'll continue to do it with whatever school I go to. Until one day, my mom sits me down with my grandmother, and they both talked to me about sending me to film school because my brother showed them my short film and all of my Instagram stories and all of that stuff. And they saw the passion that I had when it came to filmmaking. And now I am currently a third year film student, finishing my second semester, and come August, I will be a fourth year film student. So the reason why I told this story was because I took the risk of going to film school. Yes, my family also took the risk on me and sending me to film school. See, the reason why I say I took the risk is because I believe a film degree is useless and it won't guarantee you a job. You can get a job in anything film related without a degree. So you're probably saying, so why didn't you just take a different course? Why didn't you just take a business course like what your family wanted you to take? It's because this is something I'm passionate about. I am risking the 4 years that I am spending on this course because I love it. I want to keep doing this. It's fun. No matter how many sleepless nights I do, I am enjoying this, all of this. And I just didn't see myself doing or feeling the same way towards any other course, be it business or whatever. And this is one of the biggest lessons I think I've learned is that if I didn't take the risk of making a short film on my own or doing all those Instagram edits, showing my family that I had the passion and accepted that I am going to business school and threw this creative side of me away, I wouldn't have found my passion. I wouldn't have found what I wanted to do. And that's to be a creative person. That's to be someone who is in the creative industry. See, if you're in the position where you want to start something new, but you're scared because of the way you think people will look at you, or you're scared because you won't get your support, you're gonna end up going nowhere. Because at the end of the day, you should do what you want to do. You should do what matters to you. Like me, I took the risk of going into film school. I took the risk of creating something that I had no knowledge about. I was scared, yes, I was very scared. But that fear goes away when you continue to do it. Another example would be this podcast. This podcast was something that I've been thinking about over a year ago. And I've always wanted to do it, but I never took the action to do so. But now that I get to do this, talk to you, talk to my audience, this is episode 2, something that I thought I would never achieve. But here we are, and to others, this might be the shittiest podcast that they listen to. But to me, it's something I enjoy, and I enjoy doing this a lot. And just something to think about. There are probably people who are way less skillful than you, less talented than you, but way more successful than you. That's because they took the action. The thing that they were anxious about to post, they posted it. the thing that they were scared to start doing, they did it. That's what you need to do. Just do it. Take the risk. So, I'll leave you all with this. Would you rather take the risk and possibly fail at the end, but you gain lessons along the way? Or do nothing and gain nothing as well? With that being said, that is our episode for today. Thank you for listening to the Right Brain Podcast. I am your host, Dina Gabriel. If you have any questions, topics, or ideas that you want to tell me, feel free to DM me at The Right Brain Podcast on Instagram or send me an email at therightbrainpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Happy Monday, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.